Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be looking at the system that we just created in an effort to find evidence about whether or not claim number three is correct in understanding how energy is used within the system. So, right off the bat, we have our different objects here, and you notice that they're put in order so that light is at the very end of our system. And when we hit run, we know our system works because, well, number one, we're able to run and we see that flashing light. And as our system is running, we get a lot of information about what is happening. Number one, as we see the fuel can being used with the engine, generator, and battery, we can see up here the types of energy that are moving through and moving into our system as things are working. When we get to the very end here with our battery, we see that it's still lit up yellow and it has electrical potential energy. And when we hit transfer, now it's turned into electrical energy in the form of light. So our energy system here was able to run and work, changing all of the different types of energy as we work through the system itself and all the objects. And now the analyze button here is flashing. And if we click on that, we see a set of graphs down here. And these graphs are incredibly useful in understanding visually what's going on with energy within the system. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you notice here, we have these random graphs with numbers and colors and things like that, and this bar here. And if we rewind the bar, we can begin to see a lot of things happening within the graph. Now, these graphs are going to show us three very important things. Number one, how energy is moving into our system. It's going to show us how energy is working within the system itself. And we're also going to see how energy is moving out of the system. So as we pull and toggle this to the right, we're going to see a few things happen. Number one, we're going to see up here that the fuel itself is going to begin moving into the system, and different forms of energy are going to be utilized with our different machines and objects. So the second thing we're going to see is the graphs beginning to move. And as we slide the toggle over, we begin to see different parts of the graph increasing, along with different parts of our machine and our system changing, whether it's the fuel, whether it's our two machines with our generator and engine here, whether it's the battery itself. We're going to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We're going to stop here. So when we get to this point, the fuel, if you notice, was 100% used within our system. We have our different energy that was being transferred and sent across all the different devices. We now have 100% of the energy from the fuel transferred into our system. And our energy system right now currently has a total set of energy held within our battery. If you remember from the build, we hit the transfer button at this point, and when we transfer, you're going to see these objects within our system begin to operate along with things changing within our system. So right now, with our system operating all the way through to the battery, we have used all of the energy according to this graph. This is the energy currently within the system, and the energy that has been transferred out, if you notice, is thermal. So we're losing that heat within our system. So let's go ahead and continue. We transfer that energy, hit that transfer button, and notice our system is beginning to lose the energy that it has. Our electrical potential energy is slowly depleting. And if you notice, the energy transferring out is now light energy, that orange color. And we can see that as the electrical light from our LED is moving out. So, to recap, we built our device, we ran the device, and we watched all the different energy moving in, throughout, and out of our system, depending on whether or not different devices were being utilized. When we got through the entire system being used, we analyzed graphically and visually what's going on with our energy. And we noticed the similarities between our graphs moving and our system operating from beginning all the way to the end. So at this point, let's go ahead and return back to our tasks. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, good luck.